Hello friends, in this video we are going to discuss about React Native. So we will be discussing everything that is related to React Native. We will understand what is React Native, why we are going to use this React Native, and what are the benefits of using React Native. So let us start the video. So the first question that comes in our mind is, what is React Native? So the simple answer is it is basically a framework for building native mobile apps using JavaScript and React library. The word native is very important because it is used to create native mobile apps. So we have other framework also that are creating mobile apps using this JavaScript framework, but they are not native. So we will discuss about those also. Main thing to understand is React Native is a very good framework through which we can create native mobile apps that behave like the apps that are being created using Objective-C or core Android programming. The other thing is it is used to create cross-platform native apps. So for iOS and Android, you can code once and compile it many times. So the main advantage of this creating any program in React Native is you have to code once and then you have to just compile it for iOS and Android. No need to code twice for iOS and Android. So your mobile app will be ready or mobile app will be published for iOS and Android. You just need to program in React Native using the JavaScript framework. Next concept is it is basically it basically uses a react.js that we normally use to implement any type of code in mobile apps. So react.js, those who have been using react.js normally, so it will be very easy for them to learn. So there are many advantage of React Native as compared to the other framework that are used to do the same thing. They also use the same technique to create cross-platform, but the thing is they are not native. Now, as I told you that we need to discuss what is the difference between React Native versus the hybrid apps. Again, the hybrid apps like PhoneGap, Ionic, Cordova, they are also used to create mobile apps. Their functionality, everything is similar as in React Native, but the main difference is that they are not native. They they run in WebView or basically their main concept is browser based. Their concept is not native, their concept is browser based, so they run in WebView. Now, React Native apps are based on native app concept like Objective-C and Swift. And since they are native, so they are faster as compared to the hybrid apps that the application that we create using Ionic, Cordova, PhoneGap or other similar platform. The applications that are made in a React Native, they are far faster as compared to hybrid apps. Plus, their look and feel is very similar to the programs that are created using the original apps using Objective-C or core Android programming. Now, if we talk about benefits, we have already discussed apps using React Native are faster. They are faster because they are using the native things. Easier to code. You have to just code in JavaScript using JavaScript framework. You just need to know the React syntax and that's all. You just create your program, you just create your code, and once your code is done, you just need to compile it for iOS or Android. You don't need to code it twice. Now it uses JavaScript and React.js, the core React.js, to make cross-platform apps. Again, code once, and it is an open source library, so it is free to use. Now, any apps that you are going to create, it consists of design elements. So React has its own design element, so you just need to use those design elements and make your mobile apps. The main design elements, just like other in other platforms, you have also list view, scroll view. So these are the components that are coded so that their look and feel is very much similar as in Android and in iOS. So you have to just use these component as it is. Alerts to show alert model pop-ups. You have progress bar component. You have status bar to show the status. You have tab bar iOS. Then you have toolbar Android. Then slider text input. As you know that any framework you go for hybrid apps like Ionic, Cordova, or any other thing, or you go for Visual Studio, you go for creating any .NET application. All the framework, they provide their own elements so that you can just drag and drop, or you can directly use them. So you don't need to code this. These are the components that are already made. You have to just use in your program. Now we saw the touchable elements, the elements to make the design of your app. Now next thing is interaction. Interaction means in your mobile you have your camera, you have your messages, you have geolocation, you have vibration, you have storage. So in order to interact with these, React Native provides different APIs. So if you want to interact with your gallery of your mobile, you have camera roll API. So using this, again, this is again a component. It contains different functions. It contains different methods. So what you have to do, you have to just use this camera roll to access your gallery, to modify the images, to store the images, to push the images. So all these items or all these things that you want to do with camera or with your images, you just need to use this API. So the basic concept is you have your elements through which you can create your design, and then you have APIs through which you can interact with everything that is on your mobile. With your messages you can interact, you have push notification, you can use a geolocation. As you know that whatever program we are going to make, most of them or most of the apps, they require geolocation, in which we can find the location of the user, and based upon that we can track him or we can send him message. So the concept is you have design elements and you have the API through which you can interact, you can manage everything of your mobile phone. Now operating system, it can be this React Native can be created both on Windows and Mac. For Windows, Android SDK must be installed. For Windows, only Android will be working. You cannot compile your Mac. For iOS, you can compile it for Android and for iOS also. So Mac, if you have Mac, you can do both, but if you have Windows, it is only restricted to Android. So if you want to create your application for Android on Windows, you must have Android SDK installed, your Java underscore home and all other environment variable needs to be set. For Mac, simple Xcode must be installed and Android SDK also installed, so you can compile your program for both Android and iOS. So for operating system, it is best if you have Mac. But yes, for testing or for if you want to publish your application mobile apps only for Windows, then Android SDK is and Windows is good. Now if you talk about the program structure, the program structure is very good and very easy to learn. First thing, I told you that it uses React.js. React Native uses React.js. So any program that you are going to make, it first import the original React.js and all the components. Component means it contains all the list view, scroll view, text input, everything. So in the first step, we are importing everything from React. The syntax is like from React. So we have already included or already imported React and component. In the next step, we will be importing only the UI elements that we require. Like suppose I just want text and view to be used in my program. So what I am doing, I am importing text and view from React Native. So this is the elements that are from React Native, and app registry is very important because for every class or component that you create, you have to register it. So it's simple. The first two lines are common. In every program, you have to import your React, the main react.js file. And after that, all the components. And then from React Native, you have to choose whatever elements you want to import. You can import 4, 5, 6, 7. But the thing is, whatever element you are importing, that those element needs to be used in the program. You cannot, if you are not importing image, so you cannot use that image in this coding. So the class concept is same, just like we use in Java or some other things. Class, name of the class, it extends the component because we want to extend the component class so that we can get all the features of the component. Now render is the main function that is used to render your components on the mobile app. So this is render function, and in the render function returns the design. So you can see this is view. Whatever design element you want to create, it must be in a view, because a view can contain as many elements as you can, and it can organize the elements in different formats that we will discuss later. So the thing is, whatever element that you want to put, it must be in a view. So this is the structure of the program. Now if you want to install React Native on Windows, simple, first thing is node.js must be installed, because without node.js it will not be installed. Then npm function is there, so using npm g install, g means globally installed. You have to just install two things. Once you have node.js installed, you simply make sure that node.js is installed on your machine, and then you just use npm. npm is the package manager that is used to install all the packages on your system. G is very important if you want to install globally. Globally means whether you are in C drive, D drive, or any drive, you can access the functionality of React Native. Only two packages needs to be installed. First is React Native CLI, and second is the JavaScript package Yarn. These are the two requirements for React Native. And now after this, you can just start your coding. So we will be doing the coding in the next video. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you very much.